Hey guys, and brain not working. How are you? Can you tell that it's laundry day? Yeah, it's laundry day. Actually, it's laundry evening because it's 7:01. So let's procrastinate and shoot a couple of videos. Yay! So you're gonna see me in the same get up twice because I'm going to do 2 videos. So the first video I want to get done, get out of the way because time is ticking, and it's April. August duds. So these are a couple of products. I don't always have these every month, but some months there's a couple of products that are just like, these are horrible, and I just want to talk about them. And I have quite a few this month actually. Just everything kind of fell to pieces, I guess, in the month of August. So a couple that I'm really disappointed with, and just some regulars. Okay, so instead of doing a full follow-up on all of the Sigma brushes, I had the Sigma brushes, I gave a video about my initial impressions of them, then I did a follow-up I think about a month later, or a couple of months later, and then I was going to do like a big follow-up 6 months later. Well, I thought instead of doing that, I'm just going to tell you the brushes, because there's really only one that I do not like. The rest of them are fine, but I really hate this brush, and it's the E40. Now, it's supposed to be, I guess, similar to the MAC 224, which I love, so I'm just going to show them to you side by side. And it's really not fair to compare, Sigma to MAC, but, a lot of people, we use the MAC brushes as a reference. So this one's the MAC, and then the taller one is the Sigma, and you can see that the Sigma one is bigger, like the head on it is much bigger and fluffier. So the reason why I hate this brush is no matter what I do with it, I can't get it to stop shedding. I purchased this brush so that I could use it for applying my concealer, but every time I use it to apply my concealer, I'm losing hairs. It's really kind of flippy-floppy. I don't know if it's just my brush, but no matter how many times I wash it, it's just losing hairs everywhere. When I use it as a blending brush, it's much bigger than the 224. And I just feel like the 224 is a superior brush. I think it's much better. So this is really the only Sigma brush that, there's others where they haven't held up as well as I would have hoped that they did. But this is really the only brush that I was like, I really don't like this brush. So like I said, I'm not saying that all the brushes are horrible. They've all been really good for the most part. It's just this one. Like, it just sits and I don't use it. And I was really only holding on to it so that I could tell you guys how much I don't like it. But it's one of those things you have to try it. Some people say, oh, it's better than my MAC, and my MAC one sheds. But I have had no problems with this little puppy. I will say, if you're using it for the purpose that I use it for putting on your concealer, you will have to be prepared for the fact that the bristles are going to get gunked up with your concealer. That's why I picked up the E40. So just to be warned, I now use my 224 exclusively for blending out. I love it for just putting like my brow bone color on. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. It's to say that this is poo-poo caca. Don't like it. That's the E40, my noisy chair. That's another. I hate this chair. All it does is creak and groan and moan. Okay, sounds like me. Groaning and moaning. Okay, another tool, and this one I just picked up in August, and it's so bad, is this little eyelash curler from Love and Beauty. You pick these up at Forever 21. So right at the front, where I was in the Mapleview Mall in Burlington. Not exactly sure where it is, but it's a huge Forever 21, and it has all of the collections in it, and it's just massive. So by the front desk they have, or the cash out, they have like all the Love and Beauty products and all kinds of stuff I haven't seen in any other Forever 21. So I picked up this little eyelash curler, and it's a dud because I don't know if you can see, but look at how like closed that is in there, and how pinchy it is, and how sharp this piece is right there. And it's very hard for me to get my lashes into it without, everywhere I go I pinch my eyelid, and the buffer or the bumper is really kind of hard as opposed to soft rubber. But I picked it up because I thought the shape of it was cute, and I've never used one of these little, but I like the mechanism of it, but I don't like this. And it was only $4, so it's no skin off my eyeball, I guess. Okay, next is the Maybelline Express Finish nail polishes. Now I'm wearing this one today, and this is Optimistic. So it's like a pearly kind of gray color. And when I first started using these nail polishes, I really liked them, but because they've got like nice kind of sugar plum colors, you know, like really kind of candy colors, brights and things like that. A lot of their colors look like Smarties to me, like just really nice and bright and shiny. But you can see I have, I'm trying to find a hand where my nails aren't all chewed up. That's, first of all, it's 3 coats. So it's very kind of translucent and streaky, and it's very shimmery as opposed to kind of frosty. And this is after only a couple of days, and all of the polish is coming off, and they're like $6, so to me they're not really worth the $6. And I have much better polishes that I've you know, discovered in the last year since I started using these. So luckily I only have a couple of them, and it's not too big a deal. But just to warn you, like I had to put 3 coats on it, still not opaque enough. And to me, the more coats I put on, the easier it is to peel off. So it's all flaking and stupid, and I hate it. So there you go. Okay, next are the 2 products that I'm most upset about. I was in Toronto 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3. Anyway, doesn't matter, Julia. Sheesh. And went with my friend to Holt Renfrew, and she's got a guy that works at the Clinique counter, and he's really well, he did work at the Clinique counter. Now he's been promoted to the Joe Malone counter, and he's really beautiful. He's just lovely. We love him. But you know what it's like when you go into those stores and you just kind of get swept up into the moment, and they're pulling things for you, and you're not really looking at things. So I kind of prefer shopping in the drugstore, because I can walk around and pick things up and read the labels and compare them and put things down and, you know, not buy this and buy this instead. But when you're going to the counter like that, there's like that expectation that you're going to buy. And so I just kind of told him what I wanted, and he pulled stuff for me. And okay, so let's make a short story long. I was using the mild clarifying lotion from Clinique, the toner. And it's in the pink bottle, and I really liked that, and it got very good reviews. And Paula Bagone, don't go to the cosmetics counter without me, speaks very highly of it, because there aren't any irritating ingredients in it. So I thought, well, I like that one, but it's kind of mild. And you know what? I've got really dry skin, so I'm going to get the formula, the clarifying lotion #1, which is for very dry to dry skin. So I said to the Clinique guy, I want the toner, so he got me the toner. But first of all, he got me the humongo tub size. This was $25. And, I mean, he was kind of upping me a little bit so that I would get, because he had like a gift with purchase put aside for me or whatever. So he was kind of like, you know, but I really didn't need his help, because I was just like, oh, give me one of those, give me one of those. Anyway, so I start using it, and I'm starting to notice that I'm getting like red little bumps here and red little bumps here, and all of a sudden my skin is not happy anymore. So I think, what is causing that? So I read the back of my clarifying lotion, you know, the one that's for very dry to dry skin, and the second ingredient in it is alcohol, and the 4th ingredient in it is witch hazel. So, and then after the fact, I go and I read Paula Bagone's, like, the book, and yeah, she's got just too many irritating ingredients to be considered a good toner. And it just ticked me off, because it's like, why is the one okay, but then the one that's specific to dry skin actually dries your skin? And then you start to wonder, is it a scam? Is Clinique trying to swizz us, putting drying ingredients in their dry skin toner so that you have to rely more heavily on their very expensive moisturizers? So, you know, now I have this big $25 tub silo size container of clarifying lotion, and I won't use it, and what am I going to do with it? So that ticked me off, but it's my own fault. Didn't read the label while I bought it. Okay, then I also purchased, you can see it's still in the box, that's how much I like it. It's the Supermoisture makeup from Clinique, okay? And I was testing it out while my friend was picking some stuff up, and I really liked the way that it felt on my skin. Comes in a tube like this, and just so you know, I'm in O2 Linen Fair. So it's not the lightest, it's the first one up, or the second one up. So the problem, first of all, the problem that I have with most Clinique foundations is they run on the orangey pink side. So it's not, you know, they're like very, I don't know, very pink, right? So I really liked the way that it felt, and it's got, I don't know if you can see there. So it gives you really nice luminous skin, and it felt really, really nice on the skin. So okay. So I said, well, I'll take that, because I'm still looking for a nice moisturizing foundation. Well, when you went to get it, the girl behind the counter said, oh, we're not carrying it anymore because they've discontinued it. It's being replaced with the Moisture Surge Tinted Moisturizer, which is really not the same thing, because the Moisture Surge is much different because it's much lighter and it's a tinted moisturizer. So the Super Moisture makeup, they've discontinued. Anyway, blah, blah, I'm rambling. But our guy went into the back and found me one. So I was really, you know, because he went digging around for it, I'm like, okay, well, I'll buy it, even though I'm not going to be able to buy it again because it's been discontinued if I go home and I like it. And there's something about it that's familiar to me and I don't understand what it is. So, and I don't know why they do this, but I'm sorry I'm rambling, guys. I'm just, you know, these are my PV products of the month, so I'm going to ramble about them. I don't know, like, they know that we're picking makeup and stuff. Why is the lighting so deceiving at the makeup counters in the department store? Like, it had like the little halogen lights and everything, so you looked really pretty and everything. When I get home or back to the hotel, I'm looking at my skin, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of shimmer in this foundation. It's very, very shimmery. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it. I didn't really put a lot on, but it's really, really shimmery. Okay, kind of big shimmer particles. Should have known, because the fact that it says skin looks soft and radiant all day. So radiant, luminous, you know the buzzwords. It all means shimmer for the most part. Okay, but there's still something that's like, what? Oh, and dewy, that's the other one. Dewy means shimmer. So there's something about it that's bugging me. Why does this look familiar to me? And it's because it's basically the exact same foundation as my Revlon Age Defying foundation, which I actually prefer. The same kind of moussey, not moussey, but nice kind of creamy texture. The only difference being the color. So let me show you. This is kind of unfair because you can't tell texture and everything on the camera. But anyway, this is the Clinique and this is the Revlon. And they both got, and actually when you blend it out, they look very, very similar. So it was basically, once I got back to the hotel and tried it the next day, and I was like, there's way too much shimmer in here. I was kind of like, I'm going to leave it in the box because, it reminds me of my Revlon. And when I got home, sure enough, it's pretty much exactly the same foundation. It does, I don't want to say that like it's the same product or anything, but it basically is the same thing. They're both cream makeups. They both have shimmer in them, but the shimmer in the Revlon is a little bit less obvious, a little bit more finely milled. This is $12.99. This was $30. This is actually a little bit smoother. This is a little sticky. So, and this is quite pink, and I find Clinique foundations really oxidize badly on me throughout the day. So I'm kicking myself in the pants for buying this foundation simply because it's discontinued, and I prefer this little guy here. So there you go. So if you're a fan of this and you're sad because it's been discontinued, give this one a try. Okay, but I was really kind of upset. But because it's been discontinued, hopefully I'll be able to sell it. Like, I haven't used it. The only thing I've done with it is swatched it a few times on my hand, right? So I should be able to sell that. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, I'm all fired up now. Ranting and raving about my products. Duds of the month. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go shoot one more video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.